for the continuation of the evidence. Motion to reopen case due to newfound evidence and frauds brought upon this court. Okay, Exhibit 5. Exhibit 5, this is a public record filed into the case. RSC 2019-000337. Okay, now this is a letter that was sent from Mr. Belfort to the attorney right here. This attorney, it was done by certified mail right there, September 4th, 2023, regarding Wilcox Ranch POA. Please consider this a formal demand for the amount of $180,000 in the matter of Wilcox Ranch POA. When I purchased the property, I relied on the documents presented by Wilcox Ranch POA, including the statement of perpetuity that was prepared and filed by your firm. Since purchasing my property in 2017, there's been little to no road maintenance, except the incident where my property was recklessly damaged by POA. Now I'm being told this association is invalid. There has not been any road maintenance for over 4 years, which makes it extremely difficult to access my property and inhibit access to the police, fire, and medical services. I have also had the opportunity to review the official POA records. Quite frankly, I'm appalled at your involvement in what was basically a racketeering operation. Little to no road maintenance and large attorney's fees to quiet the complaints of unhappy association members. Not to mention several threatening letters sent to me when I complained about the destruction of my property. There is also the issue of several liens that were executed on members' properties. I think the Bar Association, State Attorney General's Office will find your involvement in this quite interesting. At this juncture, I would like you to provide me with your firm's professional insurance information. You have 7 working days to respond. Okay? And then you had the Shrek letter and county recording in there, which is when they say it doesn't exist, and then the liens on the property. But that's Mr. Belfort. You like to say anything about that? Your thoughts and your beliefs by what's going on here?
I think they contradict themselves so many times for their own self-dealing, their own benefit, that it's obvious what's going on here.
What was the thing you were told, that they were trying to do a receivership on this through the attorneys? Was there something about that?
From a former, there was a president-elected interim.
That was before me. Before
yes.
I wasn't there when that happened.
He told me that their plan was to throw the association into receivership and then start making special assessments on everyone's property to the tune of like $30,000 or $40,000 and raise the maintenance fees to $200 a month, and then they would be on the receiving end of those funds.
Yeah, so the county would take over and have control.
No, it wasn't the county taking over. It was Gail Agnes Kern taking over and making herself, an administrator of the receivership.
Yeah, now that can't be proven unless.
Well, it can't be proven, but that's.
I mean, to us, that's hearsay.
That is what I was told, and I believe we threw a monkey wrench in the whole little scheme they had going on. It made sense. That's what they were doing.
Well, we both emailed Gail Kern, and we've subpoenaed her. She's a defendant in another case. They just keep letting her off like it's all organized because they don't want to talk about this is how they're doing business. It's fraudulent business practices in Washoe County. And
she actually was present at the courthouse on the proceedings against the former officers of Wilcox Ranch that refused to pay.
Yeah, now, yeah, we saw her there, and then they quickly decided they would pay it.
Yeah, they paid it, and
to shut the case down.
When the Judge Haschep asked them, what about the perpetuity, their attorney, Patrick Millsap, just sort of shrugged it off with a shrug of the shoulders and a little sly smile.
Yeah, now Patrick Millsap is a good friend of the Shreks, and they're making these representations. It's all fraud. He said it was when he threatened to bury you and me out there on his quad. Right when we're in a court case, he's hovering over me, spitting and spattering, calling us psychopaths, and that he's going to bury us out there, both of us. Okay?
An interesting little anecdote was Patrick Millsap. Well, actually, I can't talk about it, but it was a mediation.
Yeah, okay.
But, I warned him in a separate conversation this was just going to get worse and worse and worse for them because we have so much evidence.
Well, I served the 1 through 33 on his office, and then he brought it into court that day, and I saw him going through it. They're aware of all this stuff. He's an attorney. He's an attorney, and he has verified criminal claims that he was presented, and he's doing nothing about it. He's an officer of the United States. He's perjuring his oath. He's aiding and abetting. He knows there's a title fraud, and his friends are threatening us.
I think the co-actors and Washoe County have greatly underestimated us, the amount of investigations that we've done, and the amount of evidence we've uncovered.
Well, it's all part of the bar mafia, and they're going to cover each other. They have an oath to the bar and to the United States. So they're all bar members, including the judges. Okay,
what I'd like to add is the evidence that we've uncovered that we haven't even disclosed yet does not include the official books and records and all the source documents associated with that.
Stand by.